Hey, good morning. This is Gabe Roberts from Back to Nature Lifestyle Medicine. Just kind of remind you to stay hydrated out there this summer. We're starting to get some hot days coming up, and we're seeing a lot of people have heat-induced symptoms. Heat waves come and go. There's some really unusually hot weather going on in Chicago, going on in Phoenix. You know, you're having 110-degree plus weather, and these heat waves they kill more people than all our diseases we have combined. So you want to make sure you're staying plenty hydrated and doing it the correct way. Ideally, you don't want to drink tap water. The reason why is tap water is contaminated. There's pharmaceuticals, there's anything from antidepressants to NSAIDs, things like that have been flushed away. There's estrogens in water. There's also contaminants such as glyphosate, which is the active ingredient in Roundup. But also there's the fluoride and the chlorine in the water, and these have a devastating effect on our microbiome, the germs that line our entire intestinal cavity and are quite responsible for our personality and our genetic expression. These are critical to have in place, and you don't want to sit there and diminish these by drinking the wrong kind of water. So you want to get something like Mountain Valley spring water. It's one of the best bottled waters we know of that's very clean and pure. Ideally, reverse osmosis water actually is very helpful, and there's places you can get that ideally pretty cheap. You can have it delivered to your home or your office. You know, I know Costco has some pretty good Hinkley water, which is reverse osmosis, and it's a pretty good price too. So when it's very hot outside, when it starts to get in the 85 and 90 range, when you're dealing with your above body temperature, and you get outside and you start sweating a lot more, you want to replace your salts. Okay, so the salt we recommend that you get is Celtic salt. You can get from health food stores, things like that. Don't be scared of salt. Many doctors have told us for the last several decades now that salt is harmful. It raises high blood pressure, things like that. Could not be further from the truth. Okay, the Japanese notoriously for the last at least since 1990, New England Journal of Medicine has done a great job of detailing these studies, but they have 85% less cardiovascular disease than we do, 85% less cancer than we do, and their population eats equivalent to a salt shaker per person per day. Okay, might be kind of shocking, but think about this as well. What's a good farmer do for his livestock? He puts a salt block out on the pasture. Okay, and nobody's out there telling the cow or calf you can only have 10 licks or you get high blood pressure. No, none of that nonsense. The cow will lick until it doesn't want anymore, and it's replacing its salt and it's replacing its minerals, and that's going to keep it hydrated. Okay, so you want to get Celtic salt, put a pinch of it in your water and sip that through the day, and that will ideally hydrate you much better than these Gatorade and these other have artificial flavors. And you don't want high fructose corn syrup either. High fructose corn syrup is a sugar that just does not satisfy the hunger hormones of the body. High fructose corn syrup is the only sugar that actually will cause diabetes. So the absolute best hydration drink we know of, if you're going to be exerting yourself out in the heat where you're actually losing lots of sweat, is get some organic coconut water, mix it with regular reverse osmosis water, and again add a pinch of Celtic salt, and that is extremely hydrating to your cells, and it'll take you much farther than your over-the-counter sports drinks. Okay, so for now, let's love yourself, love each other. Try to make it a great day. Work on that cell signaling. Okay, you want to have good positive information you're giving to your body every day. All right, so have a great one. More to come later.